Okay, here we go. This journal is from 10/13/2010. It was the third one of that day. The Mayan day was 10 Lord or Light or Sun, and it's called the False Galactic Federation. You yourself are the rescuer you seek. Okay, it's out on a limb I go here, but I know some will follow me and at least hear me out. That's all I ask. Just listen before you turn it off. There are many, it seems, who are falling for a lot of channeled hype and tripe. I've just tuned in to some of it on a channel I otherwise trust pretty much. Okay, I'm going to step out of the journal here. I guess I found a couple things yesterday that I found a three-parter on 2012, and I found it on the Moon Matrix, and it made me angry because the Moon Matrix has a lot of wonderful stuff. That's where I'm getting so much of the David Icke and everything. And I thought, crap, what are you doing favoriting this stuff? Excuse me, I think Kismet just saw a deer. Kismet! Get in here. You're supposed to stay with me. No, no, no. Okay, sorry. So, back to the journal. I just tuned into some of it on a channel I otherwise trust pretty much. We do our best, but it's so easy to be taken in, that is, until we more fully awaken and begin living solely from the heart. This is the change both on the horizon and taking place right now for so many. I'm going to come out with some thoughts and ideas for you. Puppy? No. Okay. I know. Just no. He barks when things are around. I'm going to come out with some thoughts and ideas for you to filter these phony Galactic Federation transmissions through and see what you find for yourself. Previously, I've offered several keys that help me with discernment, to help me see, is it a light being speaking or is it an imposter? Sometimes it's a sincere soul channeling who has been misled, and this happens often. And let's have no resentment for that, for we are all in that same basket in one way or another. The manipulation on this planet is extreme, and we all do our best. Okay, you know to watch out for beings who tell you they will take you to a supposed safety off planet. I'm staying put, regardless of what comes. Gaia is not being destroyed, for heaven's sake. She is ascending. You want to be rescued from ascension? Tune into heart. What else can I say? Let go of your beliefs. Do the mantra for mind. I grow weary of these beings and their incessant drone about how mankind has made such a horrible wreck of this planet. Don't you believe it? The manipulators are behind every bit of this, pushing people in these directions, leading them on, funding all of this to bring these very things about. They are doing the destroying. Yes, it's through mankind, but let's put the blame where it goes, my friends. Please see, dear ones, that they want us in fear and in terror. They want us thinking Gaia is going to be destroyed. And preferably, they want us fearful all of the time. That is how they milk your energy, how they steal it from you. And that enables them to sneak in and put energetic implants in there when you're in fear. So stop it. No, no, no. They want you thinking you are a nothing, a worthless piece of useless biology, more harmful than worthful overall. Can you see this? Can you hear this endless drone to destroy your holy self-concept? Your concept of higher self? Do you think real light beings would speak to you this way? Are they so conceited, do you think, as these speakers are? The ancient prophecies, many of them, have been averted already. Have you noticed? Was it Jonah? I forget who it was in the Bible, was a good example of why prophecy is given, so that something won't happen. It is no guarantee of anything. Please realize that. Any number of things were stated to happen around the turn of the century, and they didn't. I mean, come on, take heed of that. Things happen quite often because many people believe they will happen. Can you see here why they'd want to feed you a constant drone of the dire warnings and terrible prophecy? They are trying both to make it so, for they want to thin out the human population, and to keep you in fear. This tactic accomplishes both, and it is also how they create wars. I may not speak a long time on this because I dislike even touching this energy. Even giving it the time it takes to do a response is too much in my book. I don't cast pearls before swine. That is, I don't choose to feed this stuff with my sacred energy, the ray of my attention. You become what you think. You are creating both yourself and the world with every thought, with every movement, with every emotion. These are creative powers that we lost track of long ago, yet they still function in spite of our ignorance, my friends. This is all part of the manipulation of mankind these thousands of years by this dark group of soul-lost beings. Well, let's break loose, I say. What about you? Do you agree? If you do, then start watching and observing yourself. Pay attention to your thoughts, your words, your deeds, and your feelings too. Realize that wherever you place your attention, you are placing your creative energy there with it. Your attention itself is powerfully creative. Be responsible. You might quit with the horror films, just as a for instance. I know Halloween is coming. What a sad joke, the way we've been manipulated into celebration of darkness, death, and ghouls. And we call this fun. Will wonders never cease? Look what you're feeding there. We will look back on these days, my friends, in helpless amusement and amazement to think that we could have been made to believe in these ways will seem all but impossible from there in the new higher consciousness. For some, only then will they be shocked at what they are doing today. It must await the rise in consciousness to be perceived. The hypnosis is so deep. And this is what is meant by saying we're walking around asleep. We just think we're awake. We're really not. We have had veils drawn over our senses, over our eyes, had our intuition blocked, had our DNA all but destroyed. All has been done that could be done to keep us down low in vibration and in spirit, to keep us caged. Well, raise your heads up. I've got mine up. It isn't so hard to step up above these days. It gets easier by the day. But first, you've got to be willing to question your own thoughts, your beliefs. Are you willing to do that? If not, you're stuck. And I know it's not easy. That can't be helped. That's a part of it. So much of what we have come to accept as negative, but quite normal, will be shown for the horror that it really is. We will then see how our supposedly normal waking consciousness today, that is the true horror. I kid you not, it really is. We take truly horrible things for granted, or simply look the other way. In some cases, ostrich-like, put our heads in the sand. Well, you know, you have to get down on your knees to do that. Not a very good position. I hate to be so rough. I do, but my hope is that the ray of my heart will pierce through the encapsulating gloom for some folks, will help them wake up, knowing I'm no different, no better than the worst person on this earth. I laid down this life for you, giving my service, such as it is. This is what I have been led to. I am grateful to have anything at all to offer, to toss into the fray, onto the table, perhaps make a difference. We all do what we can. You are princes. You are queens. You are kings. You are sheer royalty, my friends. Royalty of light. Don't let yourselves be abused this way by taking in this garbage about how terrible, how incapable, how in need of external help you are. That is bullshit. Can I say it any clearer than that? Raise your heads up above this muck. Now, maybe try my experiment with television that I did by turning it off for 30 days and then turning it back on. You will be shocked if you turn off this Galactic Federation stuff that talks to you this way for that time, then go back to it. It keeps you drugged and hypnotized by your constant listening. Your flow of attention on the return flow enables them to implant things in you. You are willingly letting it in, so that empowers it to have an effect on you. Interestingly enough, my video that I just recorded cut off at this point, so pay extra attention to this. You're the one with free will there, not someone else. None compels. Maybe try this. Listen to Alex Collier for a while. Then, after 30 days, go back to the previous stuff. You'll get the powerful contrast right away. Some of the hypnosis wears off if it's not constantly refreshed. You see, they don't want you to know this. Step up into your dignity, your full stature as a sovereign being who takes responsibility for your life, for what you take in, where you place your thoughts, your attention, your belief. Nothing, even a simple abstinence from all of it, would be so much better than this tripe that purports to be from sources of light. Most of it is not. Can you hear that? How hypnotized are you? And I came back and put a PS on this. Yes, there is a real Galactic Federation, but you will never catch them talking to you in the way of most of these videos on the net. It is not up to them to save you. It's up to you to discern. In short, to wake up. You yourself are the rescuer you seek, my beloved friends and light beings. God bless you. This is the change both on the horizon and taking place right now for so many. I'm going to come out with some thoughts and ideas for you. Puppy? No. Okay. I know. Just no. He barks when things are around. I'm going to come out, step out of the journal here. I guess I found a couple things yesterday that I found a three-parter on 2012, and I found it on the Moon Matrix, and it made me angry because the Moon Matrix has a lot of wonderful stuff. That's where I'm getting so much of the David Icke and everything. And I thought, crap, what are you doing favoriting this stuff? Excuse me, I think Kismet just saw a deer. Kismet! Get in here. You're supposed to stay with me. No, no, no. Okay, sorry. So, back to the journal. I just tuned into some of it on a channel I otherwise trust pretty much. We do our best, but it's so easy to be taken in, that is, until we more fully awaken and begin living solely from the heart. It's out on a limb I go here, but I know some will follow me and at least hear me out. That's all I ask. Just listen before you turn it off. There are many, it seems, who are falling for a lot of channeled hype and tripe. I've just tuned in to some of it on a channel I otherwise trust pretty much. Okay, okay, here we go. This journal is from 10/13/2010. It was the third one of that day. The Mayan day was 10 Lord, or Light, or Sun, and it's called the False Galactic Federation. You, yourself, are the rescuer you seek. Okay,